Coco Chanel once said that elegance is refusal. And she was right, because while some women spend a fortune looking ordinary, others turn basic pieces into statements of power. The difference? 5 secrets that separate those who truly understand fashion from those who simply buy clothes. Think of Audrey Hepburn in Breakfast at Tiffany's. That iconic black dress cost less than many outfits seen on the streets today, but it became timeless. Why? Because elegance has no price, but it does have technique. Have you ever noticed how certain women enter a room and everyone instantly assumes they are wealthy? That is no coincidence. They have mastered a visual language that most completely overlook. And here is the best part. These same techniques can be applied using clothes of any price. The key is knowing the secret codes that make the difference between looking rich or just looking like you are trying. If you want to join the select group of women who communicate through true elegance, subscribe to the channel and activate the notification bell, because real knowledge about style is power that no one can take from you. But before we reveal those 5 secrets, I need to show you why 90% of women make the same fatal mistake at first glance. The monochromatic trick. There is a reason why Anna Wintour rarely steps out of her uniform of neutral tones, and it is not because of fashion laziness. The monochromatic look is one of the oldest tricks in the Elegance book, but most women execute it completely wrong. You have probably tried color matching and ended up looking like a rainbow in crisis. That happens because our natural tendency is to mix color temperatures, pairing a warm blue with a cool pink, and then wondering why the outfit does not flow. The smarter solution is to work within the same color family. And here comes the twist no one tells you. They do not need to be the exact same shade. The key lies in color temperature. Either all warm or all cool, never both. A light beige blazer with caramel-tailored trousers and a cream blouse works beautifully because they all share warm undertones. Likewise, a charcoal coat with a medium gray dress and graphite boots harmonize through cool tones. But mix that beige with a cool gray, you have just broken the visual harmony you worked so hard to build. Catherine Middleton understands this perfectly. She often appears in monochromatic outfits that cost a fraction of what they appear to. Think navy blazer with petrol blue skirt and gray-blue blouse, or a moss green sweater with olive trousers and greenish-brown ankle boots. Colors in the same family create an uninterrupted visual line, which elongates the silhouette and instantly conveys sophistication. That is why investing in complementary tones is far smarter than splurging on one expensive piece. But be careful with saturated colors. They are unforgiving and expose every fabric flaw. The power of the right accessory. Elizabeth Taylor once said she never felt completely dressed without her jewelry, and she owned a wardrobe that cost more than some homes. That is because she discovered what most women still ignore. Jewelry is not decoration. It is a visual translator of status. You have probably left the house thinking you looked put together and later wondered why the outfit felt empty. That is because clothes alone tell only half the story. Jewelry completes the visual narrative your brain was expecting. That basic cotton blouse? It needs strategic allies not to scream, "I cost $15." A white t-shirt with a matte gold delicate necklace, pearl stud earrings, and a minimalist watch tells a completely different story than the same shirt worn plain. Likewise, a simple black dress comes to life with a subtle choker, a classic tennis bracelet, and elegant button earrings. The math is simple, but the result is transformative. Here comes the cruel twist. The wrong jewelry can ruin an expensive outfit faster than the right jewelry can save a cheap one. Think, an expensive silk blouse destroyed by a chunky, shiny gold necklace, oversized flashy earrings, and 5 different bangles. It is like putting ketchup on filet mignon. So remember, the quality of the metal and the weight of the piece speak louder than the price tag. Observe how Tilda Swinton wears minimalist yet impactful jewelry. She understands that less is more, as long as that less has presence. Even a basic sweater and jeans can gain sophistication with a matte gold long necklace and small geometric earrings. The difference between looking rich and looking like you are trying to look rich lies entirely in the details. And this is just the beginning. Shoes as a transformational element. There is a reason why Victoria Beckham owns more than 1,000 pairs of shoes, and it is not just a fashion obsession. She discovered that shoes are the only accessories that do not lie about who you really are. Unlike handbags that can be borrowed or jewelry that can be inherited, shoes reveal your true spending habits. You have probably put together an impeccable outfit only to ruin everything with the wrong shoes. This happens because our brain processes shoes as the visual foundation of the outfit, and a weak base undermines the entire structure above it. That trendy sneaker you thought would work with your mid-eye skirt? It might be silently sabotaging your fashion credibility. The math is simple. Dark jeans with a white blouse and white sneakers says lazy weekend. But swap those sneakers for pointed black pumps, and suddenly it becomes effortless chic. A structured pointed-toe shoe turns a basic trouser into a power statement, just as a leather flat with a gold detail can elevate a simple midi dress to Parisian elegance. So investing in a quality pair of shoes yields more visual return than buying 3 average blouses. Even a beige monochrome outfit gains new life with a brown leather block heel mule. The shoe adds structure and sophistication where there was previously only beige. But here lies the cruel paradox. Dirty or worn shoes destroy expensive outfits faster than pristine shoes elevate cheap ones. A coordinated, high-end look can be completely ruined by dry, scuffed leather or worn-down heels. Watch how Sarah Jessica Parker always appears in shoes that command attention. She understands that well-dressed feet create a line of credibility that travels all the way to the top of your head. The problem is that most women treat shoes as transportation when they should be seen as the transformational element of the look. The importance of fit. Scarlett Johansson could wear a potato sack and still look like a millionaire. It is not magic, it is geometry. She discovered that structure in clothing is like architecture for the body. Without it, you become a walking tent, no matter how expensive the tent is. You have probably hidden behind oversized clothes, thinking you looked comfortable and modern, but in reality you are sending visual signals of, "I have given up." This is because our brains associate structured cuts with investment and attention to detail, two things that loose garments simply cannot communicate. That flowy blouse you love might be silently sabotaging your professional image without you even realizing it. The difference between looking chic and looking careless often lies in a matter of centimeters. A basic white tee with dark jeans becomes a style statement when paired with a blazer with defined shoulders and sharp lapels. In summer, a plain tank top with high-waisted, pleated tailored shorts proves that structure works even in 40-degree heat. But pair a baggy blouse with wide, shapeless pants and a loose cardigan, and there you have it. You just invested in an expensive costume called luxury pajamas for outdoors. A crisp, button-down shirt with a structured collar can carry the visual weight of an entire outfit, transforming even a basic pencil skirt into a sophisticated ensemble. Look at Cate Blanchett. She always incorporates at least one structured piece into her outfit. She knows that clean cuts act as visual anchors, preventing the whole look from drifting aimlessly into whatever territory. A pair of high-waisted pleated shorts can do more for your image than 5 shapeless blouses ever could. But there is an even more powerful element that most women completely ignore: the secret code of details that separates the truly elegant from those just trying to look rich. Jennifer Aniston never wears visible logos, yet she always looks expensive. Coincidence? Of course not. She has cracked the code of invisible details that scream quality without saying a word. You have probably bought a piece similar to an expensive one and wondered why it lacked the same impact. That is because true quality lives in the details no one teaches you to look for: the weight of the fabric, the width of the seams, the way the buttons are sewn. A shirt with shiny plastic buttons tells a completely different story than the same shirt with matte mother-of-pearl buttons. The material gives away its origin instantly. The harsh truth is this: cheap details can ruin an entire outfit, but refined details can elevate a simple piece to the status of quiet luxury. A blazer with wide, uneven stitching screams discount, even if it was expensive, while precise, narrow seams make a basic item look like an investment. Similarly, an unlined dress that clings to every flaw will never compete with one that has a silk lining and glides like a glove. Look at Julianne Moore. She always chooses pieces with impeccable finishing. She knows that a poorly placed exposed zipper can ruin a $1,000 dress, while a well-crafted button can save a $50 shirt. But there is a detail even more revealing, and 99% of women ignore it completely. The 2/3 rule no one told you. Why you must pick your battles. Grace Kelly never left the house without at least 2 of the 3 pillars of elegance polished, and she had a team of professionals available 24 hours a day. She discovered a truth most women still resist. You do not need to be perfect at everything, but you must be strategic. You have likely walked out the door with messy hair, no makeup, and wrinkled clothes, thinking that natural meant authentic. That happens because our culture has romanticized neglect as freedom, but what you were actually projecting was, I gave up on myself. And when all 3 pillars collapse, wrinkled clothing, greasy hair in a messy bun, and a bare, tired face, the result is a walking cry for help. The math of elegance is simple. Clothing, hair, and makeup. Choose at least 2 to focus on. The genius of this rule is that it frees you from the tyranny of total perfection. On a flight, you can choose completely comfortable clothes, but wear an elegant braid and keep your skin glowing, even without makeup. On a rushed morning, a wrinkle-free dress with coordinated accessories can carry the entire look, even if your hair is damp in a bun and your face is bare. Here is the twist that separates ordinary women from icons like Emma Stone. She knows that hair is the frame of the face, and a dirty frame ruins even the Mona Lisa. A thoughtful hairstyle can turn a basic tee into a fashion statement, while neglected hair can bring down a designer dress to failed attempt status. Now you know the 5 secrets that separate women who understand elegance from those who simply buy clothes. Monochromatic looks that create visual harmony, shoes that command respect, jewelry that translates sophistication, structure that builds credibility, details that whisper quality. And most importantly, you have mastered the 2/3 rule, the mindset that frees you from the illusion of needing to be perfect to be powerful. Because here is the truth the fashion industry does not want you to know. Elegance was never about how much you spend. It is about how much you understand. A woman who knows these visual codes can turn basic pieces into power statements, while another may waste a fortune and still look ordinary. If these revelations changed how you think about style, leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Real knowledge about elegance is power no one can take from you, and every woman deserves to carry that power. Now tell me, which of these secrets surprised you the most? Leave a comment if you discovered something you had never noticed before. Because once you understand that elegance is a language, you start speaking the language of confidence fluently. Comment, elegance is knowledge, not price. Your journey toward authentic sophistication has just begun, and I will be here for every step of your transformation.